European exploration of what lay across the seas led to one of the most far-reaching events of the last 1,000 years, what the Old World called the discovery of the New World. As people from Europe, Africa, and Asia poured into the American continents, they were taking part in the largest ever migration of humankind. But carelessly, often cruelly, they pushed aside earlier inhabitants. Brazil's Amazon network looks at that aspect of America's history.
Pain and death. Brazil's most ancient inhabitants have been going through bad times at the end of the millennium. The whole country is celebrating the 500 years of the discovery by the Portuguese. However, the Indians don't have much to commemorate.
A nossa avaliação desses 500 anos,
Our evaluation about the end of the millennium is very dramatic. The past 500 years was a time of slaughter. Our people died and are continuing to die today.
Muitos dos povos, morreram e continuam morrendo hoje.
In the last decades, Brazilian Indians have tried to demarcate the area. The idea of having protected Indian lands faces opposition from part of the government, some politicians, and various executives. Projects are spoken about, but aren't accomplished. The investments to demarcate the areas come from places abroad, especially from German governments. But the Indians want to coordinate the projects and establish a method to support the tribes in an economical and sustainable way.
Fortunately, the financial help from foreign countries is enabling us to demarcate our regions, but we are in charge of the projects.
On the other hand, the Brazilian Indians are facing a very difficult decision between the isolation to preserve their customs or the loss of their characteristics by living together with the white man. When the Portuguese arrived here 500 years ago, there were in this land 2 million Indians. Now there are only 355,000 people. Most of them are losing their characteristics, like their own language. Some institutions are working to rescue the native languages around the Brazilian tribes, like the Yanomamis that are learning how to write and count in their own dialect.
First, we have to learn how to write and count in our own language. So then we will learn Portuguese.
As part of Brazil's discovery commemoration, a photograph exposition called Indians 2000 is being held in Manaus and simultaneously in Amsterdam. It's a collection of 26 photos taken by the prized photographer Sebastião Salgado and narrated by the Amazonian poet Tiago de Melo.
Nossos índios, autores de alguns dos momentos mais luminosos da arte literária brasileira.
The Indians play the main part in our literature with their legends and myths that have been transmitted for generations.
Geração a geração. E dos milhões que eles eram e que hoje
There were once millions of Indians, now there are only a few thousand. Even though they were ruthlessly massacred, they are still enchanting us with their beauty.
Com toda a sua beleza, sua prodigiosa beleza.
The images show the life and the customs of 3 tribes around the state of Amazonas and Roraima in northern Brazil. The exposition will be held in 12 countries and will arrive in the States in December of the year 2000. The images tell the Brazilians and other people around the world about the Brazil that Brazil doesn't know. Marcela Rosa from Brazil with Amazon Network for CNN World Report.